RH, it's Anzie from Charlotte, North Carolina, just calling in and saying hey. And I'm just here to make Daddy Boo's chicken. I don't know about you, when I get home from work, I'm just dog exhausted, craving takeout, and Daddy Boo's chicken is the closest thing that I can think of without having to wait in line at the place and just, what am I gonna order? So this is my really quick, easy way to just get my takeout, but at home. And last night, before I actually went to work, I marinated some chicken. I have it in some oyster sauce, some soy sauce, and some dry sherry. I couldn't find sake, so I went for cooking sherry. And overnight it just sits with some ginger and some egg. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drain it off, put it back in through an egg wash. And let me go ahead and get my dredging mixture together. I've got half a cup of flour. Maybe a little extra, just make it a little bit extra crispy because I like my chicken a little extra crispy, especially down here in the South. Add a little cornstarch. Make sure it all sits together. And just mix it up a little bit. Oh, and there's Rudy. Hey, Rudy. You watching Mommy cook? We're just going to take the chicken, drain it off a little bit. We don't want any sloppy chicken. And my friends are always asking, what can we do with chicken? There's always something to do, and why not spice it up a little, put a little sake in it, put a little soy sauce, a little oyster sauce. Make sure it's all nice and coated. I also have my oil preheating back in the corner here. Getting up to 350 degrees. Starting to smell good, isn't it, Rudy? Make sure it's all coated. Now you can use a little bit of chicken or a lot of chicken, but I have two really good friends coming over from school. I'm a teacher, so we just love to get together and just, chat up a storm. So again, use as little or as much chicken as you like. And I think that might be all of it. Oh. Some little guys hiding down there. They're still hiding. Going for a really big swim. Now after these have been in the egg for a while, put that in the sink. We don't really need that out on the counter anymore. We're going to go ahead, start getting them give them a nice coat in the flour and cornstarch. Starch. Move the starch. Oh. Make sure they're nice and evenly coated. We want to make sure all that egg is off. We got a lot of crunch to our chicken. Oops. Not fun until the flour starts flying, I guess. So you guys have a little fun while you're cooking. While that sits for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and start prepping my veggies while I check my oil. My oil's not quite at 350 yet, so we're going to go ahead on the vegetables. Move those out of the way for a second. And what I've got is I got a clove of garlic. my makeshift garbage bowl. I have my garbage disposal. I've also got a red onion. I'm going to cut in half. And I like the red onion. It's a little bit more mild than the white onion. Gives it a nice color too, because at the end of the day, you don't want something just bland and brown and white. You want some black color. I'm going to go ahead and slice it really thinly. Oops. A little slippery. And check this pan over here. Whoop, nice and warm. Gonna get my oil in. And you could use a wok if you want, but I don't have a wok, so I'm just gonna use my nice big frying pan. Oops, a little sticky from the chicken. Gonna add some oyster sauce. Smells like the sea. So add a little bit. It's a little bit thick, but the oil will thin it out as we go. Add some of my soy sauce. I have low sodium, but you can use any kind that you like. And I do have my dry sherry, but I am going to take my pan off the heat for a minute. Just in case, don't want any flare-ups. Fireman, yeah, you are cute, but I don't want your visit just yet. Not till after dinner is done. Just mix that around a little bit. And I love tomatoes, so I'm going to add a little bit of ketchup. Give a little extra sugar, a little sweetness. Mix that around a little bit. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. Oop, don't get in the way, Rudy. And mix this up a little bit, separate those onions a little bit more. Ooh, it's starting to look colorful already. All the red. Is it starting to smell good, Rudy? Now, I know I can't take you in the Chinese restaurant, so we're going to bring the Chinese restaurant to us. How about that? Add a little bit of chicken stock. Thin it out a little bit more. And I'm not going to use a whole can, so I'm going to put this back into a container and save the rest for another meal later this week. Grab my garlic. Trusty zester. Yep, and if it falls in, that's alright, it'll melt out. Grab our lemon. We've already got some nice fresh flavors from the oyster sauce. We just want to brighten it up a little bit more with the lemon. Scrape off the back a little bit. this guy's a little tough. He's got a lot of zest on him. That's all right. Let's make our sauce a little bit much brighter. Make it taste really fresh, like it really did just come out of the restaurant. And I'm going to let that go a little while. Check our oil. Oh, almost there. So I'm going to go ahead, add some more ginger. And yes, Rach, it was in the freezer, just like you taught us. Because we always have those big hunks of garlic. We want to make sure that they